it's your girl Stacy Celeste, and I wanted to come in and introduce this next reading vlog. I don't know what I want to read or what I will read next, but you will find out as soon as I find out. You will have gotten maybe a couple clips of when I was in Dallas. I am what I would call a cute hot mess right now. It's actually 7:30 in the morning on Sunday, and I went out in Houston with one of my friends last night, and she was wanting to go out more and I wasn't, but I didn't. It was so late. I didn't want to disturb my cousin, and I just ended up driving back to Houston from Dallas last night, which y'all, I'm up now because I got coffee like halfway through the trip. However, like the first hour and a half, I was just like, oh my God, why did I decide to do this? But now I'm happy that I did it. I'm going to like clean myself up and get in the bed and sleep for a few hours. And then I'm hoping to, since this is like the first 2 weekends, my first weekend here, I ended up going to Dallas because I had family in town. This weekend, I went to Dallas because I had one of my friends in town and I wanted to see my cousin, but I didn't even get to see my cousin. But it's Sunday and this is my first time really getting a day in Houston. So yes, I do want to sleep, but I also want to hang out a little bit, maybe go to a couple bookstores, maybe go to a cool or cute coffee shop. The men's Final Four is actually in this city, so I also want to kind of see if there's anything going on that would be kind of cool to just walk around in or whatever. So we shall see. Like I said, I just wanted to introduce this particular vlog. And a really quick disclaimer, in my last vlog, I forgot to talk about a book, an additional book that I had read that week via audiobook. It was a short book, and it was called The Secret Life of Church Women, I think. I'll put it up here. Y'all, I really, really like this. It was a collection of short stories about the secret lives of church women. There was one particular story that I really, really enjoyed, but overall, I just enjoyed the book so much. I would say I would give it 4 to 5 stars. I'm not totally sure how I want to, like where I want to sit it. And I definitely, like I said, I listened to it on audio, but I definitely think I want to add that book to my book collection. It's one that I could definitely see myself going back to. The things that I liked a lot about that particular book was just the dynamicism, like when we think of church women, like if anybody else grew up in the church, I grew up going to an Episcopalian church, I believe. And you know, I don't go to church regularly anymore. I am still, I think, trying to figure out my spirituality, but I feel very comfortable with the relationship that I have with God. But I think the reason why I kind of stirred away from church is because I kind of felt that there were things about the church that were somewhat hypocritical to me. And I think, at least in that book, that it kind of touched on some of the hypocrisy of it, but not in an accusatory way, just in a very matter-of-fact, real way. And I thought that there was a lot of depth there just because it explored how women are navigating this space. And it's not like, it's just like, you know, I like where it's not good or bad. There was one cute story in there, but it's just real. It's just real. And I'm not saying that all churches have this or like that it's just the life of everybody, but I think what it does is it shows that even when you go to church every day or you are a church person, it doesn't mean you're not human. You know, it doesn't mean that you don't struggle from things. It doesn't mean that you live a life that is so like 100% aligned to what the Bible says. Because if you think about it, the Bible, if anything, the Bible is misogynistic like times 10. So I think as a woman, especially if you read the Bible as just to get your own interpretation of the Bible, it is hard to reconcile some of the stuff in the Bible as a woman, you know. And then there's also things as a black person that are hard to reconcile in the Bible, which is why I kind of like, don't shoot me down on this, but for me, I look at the Bible more metaphorically. I do believe that it's definitely an important book, story, scripture. It's important, but I think that it's really important that you have your own interpretation of it. And I think with this book, because I don't want to go on a tangent, but with this particular book, it shows how women are multifaceted. We love in different ways. We love men. We love other women. But then it also talks about the trauma and the harm that, you know, people can see, and how sometimes, especially as young people, it's hard to, I say this word a lot, but reconcile what you see in the real world with what you're being preached in church. And it is a very, very, I thought it was a very, very well thought out collection of stories that were super real. They were very, very real. So it's definitely a book that I will return to. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm 4 or 5 stars. I'm kind of leaning towards 5 stars. And it's a super, super easy read. I actually really enjoyed listening to it, but I think that there's some stuff that I would love to annotate physically, whether it be getting on my Kindle or just getting the actual book. But yeah, I didn't mention that book in my last vlog, so I wanted to mention it here. And yeah, I'm not sure, like I say, I'm not sure what I'm gonna read this vlog. I'm kind of getting myself in the mood of it, but I figure I take you guys along on whether it be this Sunday, just the Sunday, or the rest of the week, or I'm not sure how I'll do it. But yeah, welcome to this next reading vlog. I think what I'll do is by the end of the week, when I'm back in Phoenix, I will do a wrap-up video for you guys of what I read in March, because I read some really, really good books, and I read a good amount of books. So look forward to the wrap-up probably next weekend. And yeah, welcome to this vlog. Peace out. I'm about to get some sleep because your girl is tired. Y'all, for all the stuff I said I was going to do today, I have not even gotten out of bed, and it is almost 4 o'clock. I'm still exhausted. I cannot ever do that again. I just have to learn my limits. I am 33 years old. I have no business being out past midnight. I have none on any occasion. But I'm learning about myself, and I'm going to correct that. Right now, I kind of want to go to Barnes and Noble, but I don't want to get any books. Just because I don't want to go home with anything more than I came with. I've gotten a couple things additional, and I don't want my bag to be too heavy, because it was already kind of heavy, and I don't want to deal with to get another bag. So, which I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine at the end of the day, but yeah, that's not what we want to do. That is not what we want to do. But anyways, I'm going to head over there once I can get myself out of the bed, and we'll see what it do at the bookstore. I'm going to go to a cool one. And then once I get like a full weekend here in Houston and not going back and forth to Dallas each weekend, once I get a full weekend, which next weekend I'll be in Phoenix, the weekend after that, I'm going to go to Dallas again, or I might have my little cousin come and meet me down here. We'll see. But one day I'm going to get a full day, like a restful weekend here in Houston, and explore a little bit more some of like the more, what is that called? Niche, smaller bookstores maybe some black-owned bookstores or just coffee shop bookstores. There's a bookstore in Dallas, actually, that I actually should go visit one day when I'm up there. It's like a coffee shop bookstore, but then they have hard coffee. It's super dope. It's in, where is it at? I forget where it's at. I'll have to put the little neighborhood. It's where they have a bunch of little houses, like where Vegan Food House is. If you ever been to Dallas before, it's where Vegan Food House is. Is it Bishop Arts? That's not Bishop. Is that Bishop Arts? I don't remember, but I'll figure it out and maybe put it up there, maybe not. I'll figure it out and let you guys know. But anyways, let's see if I can get out of this house. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it. All right, guys. Talk to you in a bit. Hey guys, I am back. You will have seen a bit of like B-roll from me. So first and foremost, I went to get some stuff from Whole Foods. I got these little healthy bites. These are the only ones left. These oatmeal bites. These ones are vegan. I usually get these ones, but I got these ones too because those were the only other two left. I'm gonna have that tonight. Then I just got some berries and some bananas because I have these packs of oatmeal, so I'll probably eat 2 packs of these tomorrow, just to get a really good solid breakfast in and just have that with my berries and stuff. Well, I don't know if I'll have it with the strawberries, but probably the bananas and the raspberries. They didn't have my blackberries. I've been loving blackberries lately, but they didn't have any. Hopefully I'm in frame. I'm not sure. And in Texas, they have these. I've not found them at the Whole Foods in Phoenix before, but this Cosmic Kombucha in Groovy Green, this is my She's Naive. So this is going to be my snack tonight. And I got 2 of those, and then I just got some big waters because I've been having some trouble. I haven't been doing a good job of drinking all the water that I need to drink. So having these on deck is just, it makes life a little bit easier. So tomorrow I got to go back to work, but the good thing about this week is I have a 4-day work week, and then I'll be headed back to Phoenix for Easter, and we'll do our reading wrap up then. Real quick, the premise of the story of this vlog in the first place is, what am I reading next? I finally decided it. I wasn't going to buy, I think I've said in the earlier clip that I wasn't going to buy anything from the bookstore, but I ended up buying this gigantic book. But I've been wanting it and wanting to read Babel for a while now. So this will be just what I read for until I finish it. So I'm really excited about it. Let me read the synopsis real quick. This is a popular book, so you guys may have already read the synopsis or know about what it's about, but I'm going to read it for you guys, and yeah, then we'll close this weekend vlog out. And then I don't know, I may do some reading vlog with this, but I might not. I probably, the next video you see will probably just be my wrap up that I do this weekend, because it's going to take me a little while to finish this particular book probably. So with that being said, the synopsis of Babel, it says 1828, Robin Swift, orphaned by cholera in Canton, is brought to London by the mysterious Professor Lovell. There, Robin trains for years in Latin, ancient Greek, and Chinese, all in preparation for the day he'll enroll in Oxford University's prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, also known as Babel. The tower and its students are the world center for translation and, more importantly, magic. Silver working, the art of manifesting the meaning lost in translation using enchanted silver bars, has made the British unparalleled in power as the arcane craft serves the empire's quest for colonization. For Robin, Oxford is a utopia dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge, but knowledge obeys power, and as a Chinese boy raised in Britain, he realizes serving Babel means betraying his motherland. As his studies progress, Robin finds himself caught between Babel and the shadowy Aramaic Society, an organization dedicated to stopping imperial expansion. When Britain pursues excuse me. When Britain pursues an unjust war with China over silver and opium, Robin must decide. Is that on the back here? No. Robin must decide, can powerful institutions be changed from within, or does revolution always require violence? So what I'm very much so in love with and anticipating here is the idea of dark academia is really enticing for me. However, I haven't read that much dark academia books, which, and this will be one of my first. I do have some on the bookshelf. One I had on my bookshelf, I'll put it up here. I forget what it was called. But yeah, I started that and it just wasn't, I ended up giving it away. I didn't like it. But then I also have the secret, what is that? Secret, whatever. I'll put that up here as well. I just haven't started that one. But yeah, I definitely want to get into that. But this one I love because not only is it dark academia, but it weaves in colonialization. And I think that is kind of, and I think it kind of is a really dope concept because of, the language piece and how language is colonialized. I think I'm very excited and interested to see what R.F. Kuang does with these concepts. I've heard very, very brilliant things about it. So yes, I'm super duper excited to read Babel. And yeah, let me think. Is there anything else I want to talk to you guys about? I'm continuing to listen to Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and it is sad. So I was like, I'm sometimes in the mood for sad stuff, sometimes I'm not. So I've kind of been eating off of it piece by piece. I think it's still, a well-written book. I still like, I'm still able to keep up with it and understand what's going on, even though they do have those like back and forth with the time shifts or the time frames that they're in reference to. But yeah, I am still enjoying the book. It is a little sad, which is kind of making it a little bit slower for me to get through, just because sometimes I don't want to be sad. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I will let you guys know what I think once I finish that. And also with R.F. Kuang, or with Babel, like I said, my next video will probably be a wrap-up video. But I will come back out to Houston. I think I got 4 days at home, and I'll come back out here for a couple weeks. So we'll have probably some more vlog footage. So thank you guys for joining in for this one. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out. Bye, guys.